Oh, right. Well, that's it. Okay. Why does it do that? Okay. All right. We're here with Chick Emerald Radian, 6-mana 3/3. When it enters, you get a bug for each artifact and creature in your graveyard. And when any of those bugs die, this gives a counter, and your opponent loses life. So, milling yourself is pretty ideal. So I have a lot of cards that I would ordinarily never play. One of them that's really interesting is this. It's essentially another Llanowar Elves, or Birds of Paradise, whatever you want to call it, in a deck like this. But I don't want to obviously exile certain things if I want my commander to create bugs. Another cool thing about this is when it dies, it doesn't also lose all the bugs, so you could sort of just recast it, and maybe you have even more bugs than you did when it was alive the first time, and your opponent's back to dealing with this immediately, or sweeping the board of bugs. I like the idea of this. I don't know how good it is. I've only played against it once, and it looked decent enough. I think my opponent actually conceded a bit early in that one game, but we'll see. Ygra is another particularly interesting one, right? You can eat your own bugs, and that will just work. So that's kind of nice. And yep, oh, this one's a new one too. You cycle it, I can kill my own bugs out of nowhere, and then maybe my opponent's ill-prepared to suddenly take 400 damage from bugs dying. I might even want Gonti in here. Is Gonti... Yeah, we probably want Gonti because we have a bunch of tokens. I thought it was non-token for a second, but the bugs hitting your opponent do actually work. So that's the core idea. Make a bunch of bugs. Hopefully my opponent can't deal with them, and fill the graveyard up so we can actually make bugs. Alright, that's it. Send it. After I take a card out. Alright, we'll take this random common out. Let's take it out. I have enough milling, I don't need a common 2-3 mill a card. I can do both the quests. Look at that, or dailies, whatever. Whatever you want to call them. Okay. Opponent's hand is not really that good. I'm running into Shieldred's Edict here, though. Kind of annoying. Do I play Ooze Patrol? Shieldred just straight up dies here. I mean, anything I do dies. I'm just gonna play Ooze Patrol. It's like, that's just fine. Oh, okay, my opponent has committed to a creature this turn. Does that change anything? I can exile this, but as a 3/3, I'm not even... I mean, I could do that next turn, actually. Yeah, we're gonna just play this. I actually milled 2 creatures. Wow. So it can block now. Probably right to just commit the creature here, though, instead of casting Shieldred's Edict on a 4/4. Alright. Now we have to dodge spot removal. Cruel Call can hit me. Okay. Opponent's playing some cool stuff over there. Well, even some cards I haven't seen, I mean. And a metric boatload of removal. In fact, that's basically all they've cast. Removal, removal, removal. So... probably this? Sets up for something that could save me. Also means Cruel Claw might not do anything significant this turn, as they seem to have like mono removal. Definitely would have attacked first, though. You don't know what this could find. Another creature, alright. This one dies all the same, right? Oh, I actually just drew it. Okay, well, I gotta find something else now. Do I want... I kind of want to... Honestly, just kind of want to land. Excuse me. Kind of want to land. Is that right, though? Honestly, might even just want Yigra. They have a sweeper, but that's okay. I mean, an answer to it. I can deal with that. There is no reason to do anything but that. Might as well send it. So they have 5 mana. They can recast their commander. I can cast Shieldred after the fact. And then what? They sack their commander. Guess I should have... What's the second part of this? Oh, I'm just dead. Well, that's kind of lame. Alright, well, I didn't read the card. Jeez, that was a absolutely phenomenal game from the opponent. Okay. I could have actually stabilized at 1 life, too. It was just exactly lethal. Then I had no outs. That's disgusting. I've never seen that card before. Yeah, that just... my opponent just had the perfect sequence of cards. They even exiled the perfect card off the top with their commander. Alright, not much to say about that one. This is... Well, at least I'm drawing lands. In some capacity. So... somehow there's only 1 creature in my graveyard. And my opponent has Monument, so plussing my card is just terrible. Okay, well, this is all just a complete joke. I don't know. I might as well plus get rid of this vehicle. Okay. I totally stood a chance that game. Can I play Kaimil myself? I really don't like the card. I really don't like the card. But, I'm gonna keep playing without it for now. It's probably okay, but I'm just not a big fan of it. So far, both of our opponents have just completely made me look like I'm not even playing the game. Again, another 2-land hand, but this one probably can't work. I don't think this one can work. No, this can't work. I'm gonna draw. Druid? I can hold off for a turn. There's a mulligan bug? It's coming together. I drew the land. But it could have been a mulligan. Good lord. So Leon a minus, Leon a plus, probably minus. So I have breached the multiverse. There's that card yet again. Okie dokie. This back on track has looked terrible. Almost cast the wrong card there. That would have been really funny. Would have been hilarious. Alright, does that kill anything? Of course it doesn't. Do I get it anyways? I don't think so. I probably just get Liliana. Alright, well. Looks like I'm the Atali player. And I got literally nothing. Great. So I can flip this, and I don't lose to Portal to Phyrexia. Cool. What? They exiled my graveyard, but... Oh, I guess it's an okay idea, because I would have had 4 tokens. Yeah, alright, it sort of makes sense then. The fact that it's my graveyard only is, like, really bad. Swing for 7. Block, block. I don't have any good at... Okay, I don't have any good attacks here. Terror of the Peaks is questionable. Opponent top decks that, just right off the top. Yep, why not? Now they can just use 6 damage wherever they want. Always nice. Circle link. My commander's Pi? Are you talking about Pi? Why does everyone have incidental graveyard hate? What is happening? Everyone's had just, like, perfect graveyard hate. This is ridiculous. Like, how are the red-green decks having better graveyard strategies? So annoying. Alright, our deck is trash. Trash, 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 trash. Well, that's what I get for trying to play more than 5 new cards in the same deck. This card is terrible. This card is terrible. Dredger's Insight is probably terrible. I think I'm willing to try that one for a bit longer. This one's just terrible. Just run the same boring cards we've seen in every deck. Boop, boop. And I kind of want another board wipe, but also not really. Also not really. This is fine. Board wipe would not have saved me that game. In fact, a board wipe would not have saved me in any game, including the one I cast one. In fact, casting one killed me. Casting one actually killed me. None of the games I've lost are because I didn't have a sweeper, but I still want more. Sort of. Not really. Maybe like one more. Okay, well, just take out another card that doesn't function in this format. I guess this is nice. We haven't made bugs yet, so that doesn't really mean anything. But it would be nice. Quad black is... I'm going to try Meat Hook Massacre. I like the card. It's just quad black. It's kind of steep. I also kind of want more ramp spells, but that doesn't really help me. It just doesn't help me. Growing Rights has been... I mean, I still like Growing Rights, so... Okay, I'm going to take out the discard spells because they don't actually save me from resolved problems. Oh, this is harder than I thought. Okay, well that's certainly one issue. I have to run... Oh, this is actually really hard. Yeah. Oops. I didn't mean to take that out. I don't even know what I accidentally clicked off. I'm an idiot. Insidious Roots? I don't really... Tapping my insects doesn't help me. I've made a total of like one insect. This doesn't... Why am I tapping like... If I'm at 6 mana, I don't really need the 4 insects to then tap for more. I don't have like Ulamog in my deck or anything. Wait, did I? Yeah, okay, I did. Can I get Delirium in this deck? Land, creature, sorcery, artifact. I can't really get to Delirium that well. It's probably alright. It's a 1-drop. It's a 1-drop. Aftermath Analyst is probably just stupid good here, actually. Alright, I'm going to try without Dredger's Insight. Let's try this. I've effectively doubled the amount of creatures in my deck, so at least I'll make more bugs. That's a start. Yeah, the new set didn't bring a lot of cards for your deck, but it did bring some new commanders. That's what I'm noticing. Like, I'm trying to play the new cards, and I just can't do anything. I can't win any games. That's what I get. Just deserves trying new cards. Every game has been 2 lands, I think. It's funny. Oh, we got a mulligan. Are we smooth braining for the Llanowar Elves? Who knows? Who knows? I don't think I can afford to do that. Also, I mean, you probably don't even have to, actually. Let's play this one. This only does one thing, really, so... Can Growing Rights get lands, or is it just creature? Just creature, kind of tragic. That's just a Gnarlid colony. That's just a Gnarlid colony. Alright. That's what that is. My opponent casts a Gnarlid colony. Alright. Wow. You should swing with the 2-2 at least. Oh, they didn't swing. They should have swung. Okay, I actually milled a land. I will probably just swing this into my opponent's board. I assume at this... Wait, hold on, what does this actually do? This creature's power, alright, so... This is annoying, but I sort of want to deal with their commander as well. I suppose I have both taken care of? Okay, they should have put the lands... I think they absolutely should have put the counters here. Am I misunderstanding? feel as though I would have always put counters there that turn, but alright. It's a little weird to me. I am going to swing with this. I don't really need Cavern of Souls. And now what? I can cast Growing Rites, it doesn't flip. Maybe just dealing with this is fine. It's probably okay. And I'm just gonna float him in. I can't use the mana just to let myself auto yield. It's just giving the Dart Frog Death Touch. I wonder if they block here. Can I just play this? I am facing down some serious damage at this point. How many bugs am I capable of making? There's another bug. I don't think they want to block at this point. I mean, I'm at 17, they got 9. Making 4 bugs, is that good enough? I would really want to play this first. Oh, I want to play this first sub. I actually haven't played that card yet, so I really want to play it. I think I will. And this is end step. So I can actually crew this. I'll have no blockers. Just crew this. And this will flip. I don't know if my opponent is here. Oh no, opponent, I was finally winning a game. Oh, come on, not like this. Oh. I didn't get to do anything. I wanted to do the thing. Come on. The Virtue isn't even... Wait, is the Virtue really good here? Oh, there's Shieldred in the graveyard. I mean, they know about the Virtue, so... Man... Maybe they'll come back. Yigra. Well, I just take Shieldred here, right? Yeah, just take Shieldred. Alright, so we flip the thing. I think it chooses randomly when you're not present. So... It'd still be only 4 bugs, which is a little underwhelming, but I mean, it's alright. 4 bugs is still fine. My commander is just going to get overshadowed by, like, Portal and Virtue and stuff. That's the problem. That's another reason I don't necessarily want to play these, because it's just kind of makes my command zone look terrible. Or I should say just look worse. Alright, well, we won, I guess. I think we would have completely won this game if my opponent was still here. I just didn't get to play this. I mean, honestly, it probably isn't even right to play it right here. I should probably just play Portal. Can I do both? Because I make so many bugs? Can I do both? No, I don't think so. So I can crew this as a tap for 5. Or I can crew it and this tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'd have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can actually cast my commander... And I can cast Portal here. But we won't get to see the counters or anything like that. Apparently I was my opponent's last opponent for the day. I don't know, they just closed out the client. I've always found that weird. You know, it's like closing out the clients was weird to me. Like, just concede. Just concede. Isn't? I suppose conceding takes longer. I don't know. I don't think someone's trying to like deliberately waste your time. They just close their phone app and don't really think about it. But all right, Anim Pakal is a commander with text on it. His hand not looking like it does much. This hand kind of the same. Again with the 2 land hands. Oh man, I can't avoid it. Cannot avoid it. Virtue is a card. It's got text. Do I want it though? Probably not. I can see a reason to keep it though. But I didn't keep it. So this Analyst costs 4 to sacrifice. I will find a land with pillage if I don't draw one. Oh, I thought that was a heir apparent. I was about to say, whoa. Do I have enough time? Ooh, I didn't mill any lands. I didn't mill any lands. Oh, and the book hall's just like just plays itself. It's so boring. Oh, it's so boring. I'm playing against. Oh, I've seen it 1,000 times. 1,000 times, chat. 1,000 times. Okay, so I don't think I have any option because I'm playing against Anim Pakal. I have to do 4 creatures too. I can't even like. It's just so bad. This is actually just terrible. I literally can't keep my opponent's commander in play. That's just not. So I need a land. Or, yeah, I really wish I could have used the 2. But my opponent's commander would be in play and I'd just lose the game. I'd lose the game basically on the spot. I'm probably still going to lose, but who knows? His name Insect. Okay. I also could have gotten a forest with that ramp spell there. The pillage. I think there was a forest in the options. But I don't know. I feel like casting Anim Pakal as league's better than dealing with that Shieldred by like a landslide, but maybe not. Who knows? I feel like it's just way better. So 4 bugs. Dying to the air. No attack. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 1 forest for Nissa though. Kind of underwhelming. I wish I gained a life off this and it didn't just get larger as a creature. Is this an artifact? No. So I can max this out, deal with this thing, Or I can just make a token. I'm still just dying to the 2 flyers, and I just have stone cold no answer to that, so I don't know if anything matters anyways, but I have to kill this. I literally have to kill it. Okay, so now I'm just dead. Wait a minute. You could have just Boros Charmed my face. It deals 4 damage. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, opponent. Yeah, rocket science. Jeez. My opponent also exiled the wrong creature. They were gonna exile my commander, so they can't name black and green or something with their Skrelv, and then I can block in and Pakal still. My opponent literally missed lethal twice. Alright. You got it. Boros Charm when I'm at 8. Why? Oh, that's funny. Boros Charm when it's lethal, just name indestructible instead. Really send a message. That is really funny. That is funny. Yeah, Boros players thinking. I know. It is in and Pakal. It's not Teferi with counter spells and end step decisions. They probably take Liliana. I can't cast it next turn, actually. Maybe they take this? Ooh, I don't know what you take here. Both these are fine. You probably take Liliana, actually. What am I talking about? You most assuredly take Liliana. Like, it's not even close. Yeah, okay. Forgot what I was playing against. Wow, a Ketramos player that actually played Ketramos. Look at that. They actually just cast it. Look at that. Look at him go. Alright, please mill land. You discovered my channel the other day? Oh, yeah, thank you. I hope it's good work. Who knows? Time will tell. It's only been 6 years. How are the games going? Not good. So, I most assuredly just play Ygra. Although, now that they have these, that doesn't really do anything. I think this game is already over, but I've been saying that this whole stream, so I'm just going to play cards. I don't think I've ever actually beaten Ketramos as an opponent. No, we beat it with all the Frogifies. There was that one game where we had like a bunch of Frogifies, and we had to literally Frogify it 3 times because they kept blowing it up. Ygra, funny enough, isn't even a big deal here. Like, my opponent doesn't have much reason to care about it in the first place. So, I wonder if they even end up doing anything about it. At least I don't care about Deep Cavern Bat. They take the Wren. Does that make sense? Yeah, no, why would you take this? Yeah, you take the Wren. That makes sense. So, yep, alright. You beat it once with Azorius. Yeah, that makes sense. Control, just counter it and all that jazz. The opponent does deal with it. Do they deal with it forever? Whenever this artifact enters until it leaves the battlefield. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that, right? Okay, I draw nothing. Oh, another thing about this is exiling my stuff means my commander is even less useful. The crew on this is actually only one, so... Looks like it's about my only option here. Oh, look, I got lands. Right when I don't need them. Okay. Another thing about Ketramos, it can just sweep the board and not die, because it's indestructible for some reason. There are, like, no weak points in this commander. There's just, like, nothing you can do. I mean, if you're playing, like, a black-green creature deck, there's nothing I can do. I can draw Portal to Phyrexia still. Virtue of Persistence is not really that great, but I guess it's something that sort of does something. Hoping that the Darkstar Augur kills my opponent. I don't know. A Temet build? Esper Zombies? Maybe. Maybe. Ashiok. What does that one do? The top two cards, exile one. Alright, they make some horsey boys. Looks like I got to untap with my stuff, which to me is a little unbelievable. You should probably swing with the Augur too. No, don't swing with the Augur. Alright, I'm in a position that I feel as though I shouldn't be in. But okay. Let's crew this up. Am I going face? I think I just straight up full stop have to go face and not care about this Ashiok, so... well, maybe not swing with that. Maelstrom Pulse. Gix! Oh, those would have been nice, but now they're gone. They do block with the Augur. Alright. Something's telling me that is favorable. For me? I don't know. I don't have a long-term game plan here. Except my opponent dying to Ketramos. Which is not going to happen. And what do you know? So, trying to make insects over and over that my opponent can't realistically stop. Should have swung first. That is my bad, because this mills when it swings. All of my options here are terrible, but such is life. Exile a creature from your graveyard, create a... Is there any... I'm just going to cast it, I don't care. Just going to cast it. Opponent kept their bat instead of Ketramos. I don't really get that. Isn't keeping the bat... Like, this Wren isn't really doing any... Well, maybe it is. No. I'm going to say it really isn't. Oh, come on. What? Come on. What? There goes Portal. Blasphemous Edict. Just put it to my hand. It's not. And now Ketramos. Can Ketramos swing? No, not yet. I can't even activate Ashnod because it messes up my creature count for my commander. Maybe I should have just cast it. It just like... It's just like... I can't play the game. I can't play the game. Wait, what? Oh, sure, yeah. Confused me for a second. Okay, Ketramos, you're fun to play against. So fun to play against. I should just concede when I play against it. I think it's just unwinnable. Like, full stop. No questions asked. Every time I play against it, I will lose. Unless I'm also Ketramos. Honestly, Ketramos should be delegated to only play against Ketramos. Just pin them against each other. Leave us alone. Just leave us all alone. That card is unbelievably... Like, you can't outgrind it. You can't. Like, there's not enough value in the rest of the collection of cards in Magic Arena to outgrind Ketramos. Probably not even in Historic. Is it in Historic yet? I haven't played Historic in a while. Maybe it is. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. There's only one option, right? Yeah. Ooh, is that better than any other thing I can do? Probably not, actually. Let's play this and that. So I have 4, I can play both of these. I mean, yeah, I can dump out my whole hand here. That's pretty cool. Opponent has Graveyard Hate. Oh, that's another thing about Ketramos. It has Graveyard Hate. That's another thing about that card. It literally has Graveyard Hate. So, like, this is even worse against the best commander in the game. It exiles your board and your graveyard, so you can't, like, make insects. Alright, so I have as much mana as I could possibly want, and not really anything at all to do with it. They're mousing over my Molt Tender. Interesting. Okay. I suppose I'm just not gonna mill with my commander? I mean my thing there? Wait, I don't have double black anymore? I should have milled. Oh my goodness, I need it to mill. I need it to mill for the second black. I missed it. I'm sorry, I missed it. So... This taps for 5. Untap. I have... Let's see, I can pick this up. No, I can't. I tapped it. So 4. No, I wouldn't have enough anyways. Okay. I needed to mill for the Shieldred. Just completely whiffed it. Yep, that was probably a unyieldingly massive mistake. So, and now Shieldred is completely useless. No surprise there. Opponent has 3 creatures perfectly. No surprise there. I don't know if Portal is good enough. My opponent can exile the Beza, so Portal's not doing anything. This commander's just beyond stupid. It's beyond stupid. I don't have a good reanimate with Portal. And Tiny Bones isn't doing anything either. Are they... What are they doing? Oh. Okay. I'm not sure what the logic was. It's just so stupid. I mean, I literally can't even play against... I can't even play against this. Why didn't it die? Okay. Why did this not die? -3, -3. It was at -1. I don't know why it didn't die. This is the only time I've ever seen someone just have answers to, like, Portal to the point where it just didn't matter as early. Like, I couldn't have a better opener if I wanted one. I did the best thing possible, and my opponent actually stumbled, and I still lost. Ketramos is just like beyond a waste of time to play against. I can't beat it with this deck, that's for sure. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. There's not enough exile in black. Now, I did make the mistake with the Shieldred, but I don't think dealing with Ketramos would have won me the game. They just recast it. If I had an answer to the Ghost Vacuum, maybe. I can run Terra Sunder. It exiles Ketramos as well. Well, it exiles it at 4 mana. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. It does genuinely feel like a waste of time playing against it. I'm not sure I can beat it. It's not consistent, at least. Fine. It does feel pseudo-impossible. It exiles my creatures and my graveyard, so I can't make insects. And it can sweep the board without losing its commander. It's just like, it's literally perfect. It's literally perfect. You couldn't ask for a better matchup for the Catch-All player. Not that there are any bad ones, but... I think the only games I lost were the ones where I got mana screwed. I won the mirror, right? I'll have to go back and look. I think I won the mirror. Wait, what? They untapped a land. Huh? When it is attacks, you may pay red, can't block. Okay, well, I feel as though just putting counters as a mono red deck is just more useful. It's interesting. Also, I've never played against Krenko in Standard. Are there enough goblins for Krenko in Standard? That'd be quite surprising. Taking damage doesn't reduce toughness? Alright. Fair enough. That has not come up in, probably since Ulamog, like 11 years ago for me. On paper. This is the best Lost Jitte I've ever seen. That is a really good use of that card right now. We can pillage first. I'm always pillaging, so I might as well. Breach is interesting. Chimil is not castable. I could take a land? I think I'm just going to take this. I think I'm just going to take it. Yeah, I think the last time I had to care about indestructible with damage was I swung with Ulamog and someone blocked it with a Mirroring Crusader that was like a 10-2 or something. And they tried to give it minus, like, Dark Blasted or something. And I was saying that you couldn't kill it. Because... Man, that was like 12 years ago. Wow. Huh. Rip. So hopefully we draw a land. Also, what does this do? Other creatures get haste, put a counter on this, and then make a 4-4. Alright. I did draw the land. Is that better than these two? I feel as though casting these two is just like really, really good. Chimil can arguably not do anything, so... It's another opponent with a Ghost Vacuum, but it's... I don't know why Goblins is playing Ghost Vacuum. Let me get the appeal of that. Okay, since when did this get Double Strike? Did this always have Double Strike? No, you have max speed. I got you. My opponent has max speed. I was wondering why. The Jitte with 2 charge counters a turn is a lot better. I think I'm still attacking because I draw a card and this is just an insane amount of pressure. I don't really care if they get some charge counters and do whatever. I don't think that's gonna affect anything, really. In fact, if they swing... No, I think they have a burn spell or something. Either way, the Shieldred's just killing them very quickly, because that's what it does. Shutting out the mana would be nice, though. There's no way they swing at Liliana. It's just not possible anymore. They do, Wait, doesn't this have to go face? Nope. Alright, never mind. Never mind. I'm treating it as a sword. So they only get one charge counter then. Wow. A Jitte that's keeping someone in the game is kind of funny. I mean, is it really keeping him in the game, though? Is it, like, really keeping my opponent in the game? Not really. Yeah, okay, I was about to say it's not really keeping my opponent in the game. Even if they did actually go face and played this Cranko, I think it would have to block. Let's say you block here, you take 4. A draw. No, casting Cranko here is actually sort of okay. But the goblin tokens it makes, because it doesn't have haste this turn, are not really that exciting. So yeah, they just didn't get there. That's all that is. Ghost vacuum though, so I would have probably never made any insects. Why is goblins playing ghost vacuum? I don't get it. So you can ghost vacuum your own creatures. So when you get hosed by like a sweeper, you can then like reestablish your goblins. That just seems extremely slow and not what goblins wants to be doing. But I guess it does work. But you need 6 mana. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. So I'll continue to feel nothing. I forgot Roxanne was in Standard. I'm surprised I haven't played against it more. I haven't played against Roxanne in actually a while. Wow. Oh, nope. Okay, let's get that out of here. Ooh, maybe Shieldred. Yeah, all right. Let's stick to our guns. I'm gonna lead with this here. Oh, my bad. This. Oh, come on. Come on. No. Oh, no. Can't even dodge that. It's so bad when they have an unanswered Llanowar Elves. It's so bad. It's just like I think it's actually already over. They can just cast it next turn, right? And then I'm dead. I can't do anything. I don't think I could do anything. Losing the Poison Dart Frog is and the Swift. And the Growing Rites Rift. Oh man. That game felt like a game of historic brawl. It didn't feel like Standard at all. It didn't feel like Standard in the slightest. Oh man. All right, not all commanders are created equal. That's funny. Eternal Wanderer. So it's hard to stick a board, but as long as I can maybe... No, they can flicker my commander and then sweep the bugs. This might not be... I don't know. Liliana here is nice. Is it? Is that nice? Is it true? Is that true? It's probably better than most of my deck. Yeah, it's probably just better than most of my deck, so... I'll take a land. I shall play this, actually, yeah. Liliana's ultimate also doesn't win me the game against Eternal Wonder. I'm always playing Liliana. If it's gonna be good, it has to be good, like, right now, so. Probably get rid of Breach here? Or do I get rid of Quag Feast? I could also just get rid of Spring Bloom Druid. But then I'm committing myself to Breach. I'm gonna get rid of Breach. I'm gonna just assume the rest of my hand is just more viable. My opponent might not even have many creatures, and a lot of mine aren't that amazing. It would just mainly be to mill, so yeah. I mean, if it was against a Tali, I'd probably keep it. What did they get rid of? They got rid of a sweeper. I wonder what that means. I wonder what that means. Okay, well, there goes that. Yep. I actually have 2 insects in play, which is funny. Destroy all other permanents, so I get Liliana back. Yeah, this is standard. Okay. So, sweeper, sweeper, spot removal, sweeper. Sounds about right. The Silex here is making my opponent lose 5 life, and I get Liliana back. Okay, silly me. Never mind. Why would any of that be reality? Do I swing? I think so. I can't recast my... Oh, I could have recast my commander. I am an idiot. Why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep doing this? To myself, I don't understand. It's like I just want to lose. I don't get it. My brain just refuses to contemplate how 3 Tree City works. Like, I genuinely just short circuit. Like, my brain just doesn't compute. I don't get it, chat. I don't know what's wrong with me. So, no reason to do anything here, right? I guess I could have swung at the frog. I haven't had this many bug tokens before. Spitting fire, yeah, those are my bars. Sweeper, sweeper, spot removal, sweeper, sweeper, sweeper. Okay, so there's a bit of a misstep on my part, but we'll see what we make of it. Choose 6 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my commander costs a trillion bazillion mana. I don't think Blasphemous Edicts will ever be useful, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Okay, opponent just finds that card, of course. Okay, I can pick up lands. Probably have to. Actually, I can pick up Shieldred. Does that... No, that doesn't even seem like a good idea here. Nissa. 1 mana shy of that being very good. Still have to take it, though. They do not cast Split Up. So... I would never do that. That seems really risky. I would never take more damage here. They found the answer to the Liliana ultimate. I'm not even close to recasting my commander. Overlord, hello. They don't care about their life total? Yeah, I guess so. They can go to 2. But then any 3/3 from my Ren would kill them. Another cast of my commander, unless they deal with the commander first, the insects would also kill them. They also discard its split up, which is a little surprising. Basically seen every sweeper in standard already. They can get rid of my Overlord with the Eternal Wanderer. They do that. Okay. Should play that first? Yep. There's really no reason to... There's no reason to go after the staff at completion, because I can't really use it. So I'll just make tokens. There's also no reason to swing at the Eternal Wanderer, I don't think. Ugh, that's annoying. Oh, and they drew a land. Come on. Ugh, that's so annoying. So I have to blow that up. And I should trade, right? Hold on. Or if they don't trade, does that matter? Okay. I can't force a trade. I was trying to dodge a removal spell off the top. Oh, this has hexproof. Never mind. They can't kill it. So they do take the trade, really. Oh, no. It's got hexproof, so they can't top deck a spot removal spell. Okay, there goes a staff draw, because it didn't block. The Liliana ultimate does not straight up win, like I said, but it's still, at this point, very good. Demolition field. Blows up my land. Sure. Funny enough, if I got a, if this didn't have hexproof, targeting a basic with it was actually pretty useful. Alright, so we have the Liliana ultimate. But again, it's not really that amazing. But who knows, maybe it's good enough. Yes. Yes. They named the pile I want it. So now I get to deal with their commander. And it probably never does anything again. Oh, that was huge. Oh, I don't even have to! Oops. Yeah, that was an oopsie opponent. Now I just... They chose a commander or a pile that didn't work on board. Wow. And... we win. What a game. What a game. Crazy game. Oh man. The best game. What a game. That's crazy. Sweeper, sweeper, spot removal, sweeper. Spot removal. Card draw, engine. Spot removal, sweeper, spot removal, spot removal. Card draw, engine, sweeper. Sweeper. Jeez. 21 cards left. Man. I don't know what it is with mono white, but I don't know if anyone... That dude that plays Redane, like he only plays Redane. I play against him quite a bit in Historic Brawl. He plays mono white control sweeper. He's beaten me with this card off the top 3 times. Like, I'm winning, and then he just White Sun's Twilights me, and then kills me with 2 Might Swings, and I just die in 2 turns. Like, it's happened 3 times against that guy. Always playing Redane. I finally beat him, though. I finally beat him. It was one time he got mana screwed, and then another time I actually, like, just beat him fair and square. Something about mono white, all those sweepers. Wow. Ah. Alright, so that was probably... I mean, shoot, that game was like... I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to look... I'm gonna want to re-watch this game to its entirety. Because I think... while I might not have had lethal with the 3-tree city mistake way back when, back in the Stone Age of this game, I don't think there was lethal there. It did kind of mess me up. And I lost a land to Ren maybe too early in this game. Not sure. Also, the Liliana Ultimate. Let's look at the Liliana Ultimate here. So... they would have had... what were the lands? They would have had these 5 lands, right? And Staff of Completion. So this does tap for mana really only once, honestly. But they would have had 6 mana. And they chose to keep a pile that left this dead on board. Because this can't block the Might. And I had a 3/3 off the Ren. So they chose a pile that left them with just 4 lands and nothing else, essentially. I don't know if that's the better pile. The other one was a bunch of lands, and you don't want to lose your commander, but like it's not really doing that much here. which probably means I'm starting to win. So maybe my assessment that the Lilion Ultimate wasn't game-winning was just wrong, because both piles were just bad, and they chose... I still think they chose the worst of the two, though. I think that's fair. I think they chose the worst of the two, so I was right to put Eternal Wanderer with 4 lands and not 5. But that's not super relevant, because they don't have a board state, and I'm just making giant tokens that they can't reliably stop. Oh, and we drew Gonti. Oh, shoot, I guess if they were at 7, I could have just played this first. See what's something, but didn't matter. What a game. That was a game. That was a game. Probably the best game I'll play with this deck, actually. Shoot, it was long enough to probably make a video out of it. Oh, the reminder stuff is so annoying. Yay, Radiant Lotus. Yay. Dang it. I just opened the vault too. Like, I just opened it, and then they released the achievements, so I have to wait a while to open it again. If I knew achievements were coming, I could have just, like, not opened it. I don't think you have to open it immediately. The vault doesn't have anything exciting in it now. I think it used to. No, it actually might just be better now than it was. It's like 1 mythic, 2 rares. And then who cares what else? I think it's 1 mythic, 2 rares. A bunch of like random uncommons and commons. Something like that. Alright, so it's essentially the same exact matchup, except this time it's target removal instead of sweeping the entire board. Still probably just getting hosed by all the sweepers in Standard. I mean, there's not much I can say about that. It's just how my deck, it's just what it faces. Well, at least I get the vehicle in play for once. This might be the first time I get 1/1 counters off this card. I really want to play Gonti right now, though. Is Gonti better? You know, honestly, the best thing to do is play this and get Nissa next turn. That's like the best thing to do, so. Dookie. I'm going to get 2 black here, actually. Alright, nothing crazy. Fine. I most assuredly have to deal with that, though. One would think. It's one of those I win the game if you untap with it cards, so. Told you. Unstoppable. Can't stop it. Black-white spot removal sweeper spam with enchantments and artifacts. Can't stop it. Just blow up one thing a turn or every other turn. And your sweepers don't kill it. Get wrecked. Get schmeeded. Get schmeeded. Yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna have a short YouTube video tomorrow. That's what this looks like. But that's okay. Hazoret was short too. Well, short for me. I mean, 30 minutes is. Yeah. Nope. What does this do? Stuff? Does it do anything till it does things with stuff? This hand doesn't really do anything, does it? No, it doesn't. Alright, I don't care. I don't care. Ginger Brute? Wait, why do we want Ginger Brute? Is that doing anything? Come on. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here with that. Not allowed. I also drew a milling card, which is nice. Mm-mm. Oh, I mentioned Hazoret. Oh, yeah. The one-way in standard to trigger the race. Turn 1. Alright, this is the old ignore what your opponent does and ramp. Time, age-old strategy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough, just swing. Certainly gonna windmill slam this Kai Mill. I think. Yeah, no. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Oh, this costs 6. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is not the salmon I was thinking of. I don't know what this one does. Okay, so apparently they care about tokens. I don't know how or why, but... Indulge me, opponent. Not the most exciting hit off the Kai Mill, honestly. Actually kind of big medium. Start your engines. Other creatures get where your speed, so 4 at max. Non-creatures cost less. Where's your speed? Okay, so you're discounting everything essentially by 4. Wow. Really? Oh, because they make so many tokens. Okay, fair enough. I was about to say, that's kind of a weird attack, isn't it? But nope. Well, this is probably game. No card in my deck deals with this. I don't think. That was kind of unbelievable. What am I supposed to do? Whatever. I need not that. +3 +0. Alright, dude. You got it. Talent. Opponent is full of talent. Full of talent. Whatever. Wish I could do that. Yeah. Mono green. Ramp. Into complete irrelevancy. Just play more lands than your opponent. Doesn't matter what you do after that. I've never seen the rabbit good before. That's the first time I think I've actually seen anyone play it. They had 6 to kick it. Yeah, that was just nuts. That was nuts. You were promised board wipes? Well, I had one in hand. I had one in hand. Just too many creatures. I have the... Did they have more than 13? I think they did. Or was it 6, 7, 8, 9? No, they did not have more than 13. They didn't have more than 13, so I guess I could have drawn that. 1. Crux of Fate. Could you imagine? Is Damnation actually standard, or is that like the event fancy thing that is not actually standard? Yeah, alright. Oh, look. We're doing the same thing. I.e. the only thing that matters. Still doing the same exact thing. So is Yigra even good here? Probably. Do I swing with the tortoise? Tortoise? What? So if I swing it dies. So I guess not. How do I deal with this? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. They have a protection spell or something. Seems pretty obvious. I think Shieldred is just too good to not simply just throw out there. Deadly cover-up. I would kind of like to actually cast that. This is yet another opponent that has Graveyard Hate. Five, 6. Alright. Opponent's playing Max Greed, ignore your opponent, draw 400 card deck, so I'm just going to move on. Nothing I did that game was remotely relevant, and we lost. We were both doing the exact same thing, except my opponent has a better deck than me. I just did nothing except cast ramp spells, but my opponent has better payoffs for their ramp. As mine is terrible. Mine is terrible. I have to change my... I don't know. I have to, like, accept my commander's not good. But internally, it's hard to accept that. Like, I'm not supposed to be... Like, I can interact with my opponents. My deck's doing what it wants, it's just not as good as what my opponents are doing. It's not like I got screwed over that game. Deck just isn't doing what my opponents are. Skrelv's Hive? Okay. That's weird. Is that weird? No, maybe it's not weird. Do I play Gix next turn? This can't swing. Okay. Token card into token payoff. Excellent. I think I'm playing this. I have still yet to actually use this stupid thing. It still hasn't created a single 1/1 counter on a creature. Blocks pretty well here. Offset by this. Yeah. I haven't seen Skrelv's in Standard in, I don't know. I also could have blocked it. Whoops, forgot. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked that because they can deal with it. Yeah, probably wouldn't block. I wouldn't want this to die. I would not want that to die. Okay. Well, guess I'm playing this thing. Look at that. It did something. It finally did something. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. It's just one of those games where my opponent's just doing something better than what I'm doing. And I have actually less than 0 recourse to it. What does this do? Whenever another creature power 2... Yeah, opponent's just having a better go of it than I am. I only milled 2 lands. This card has also been a letdown. Alright, well, I mean, this game is just done. It's just done. Yeah, I mean, my deck's just terrible. This deck's just terrible. That's really all it is. That's all that means. Like, I'm in the best color, black and standard, well, in my opinion at least, and it's just not... I just don't want to run the same cards all the time. Just don't want to do it. I don't want to put in the 45 Phyrexian Arenas and spot removal spells, and then, you know, only cast my commander every 5 games when I have 1 creature in my graveyard, because my whole deck is just whatever Liliana the Veil wants to be doing with Llanowar Elves in it. If I want my commander to matter, I have to at least play into it a little. It's just a terrible strategy in Standard. It's an awful strategy. I mean, I could switch decks, but no, I mean, not at this point. Not at this point. Is this the... What is this? Okay. Standard is hard to keep track of. I will not lie. Standard is difficult to keep track of. I keep forgetting certain things are in Standard and certain things are not in Standard. Hard to keep track of. Opponent's got the elephant sleeves. Commander. Profile. Or avatar, I mean. Alright, fortunately we can get rid of some of these lands for better ones here. Okay, Delny is very crazy. Yeah, I'm always playing this. So... what do I not want to see here? They don't play a lot of well, they usually don't play a lot of creatures. At least I don't think they do. But Delny is just way out there. I don't know what's going on with Delny here. Humans? Okay. Can't really miss land drops. This is weird. I would be surprised... okay, I was about to say, I'd be surprised if they cast their commander after doing all of this. Okay, so the naturalized hammer and a mana rock. You got it. Red-white humans with Quintarius. That's nuts. Patchwork banner. This is type, right? Yeah. Right. I mixed that one up with the color one. This is red, white humans. It's happening. It is here. The fact that this is a human is creepy. So, what do I do? Liliana minus? That feels terrible to me to just simply deal with this. It's like the worst thing ever. I think I'm gonna just continue to try to find lands, because I need to do that if I aim to win this game. So play this. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have the mana. Yeah, we're actually gonna sack this. It mills and probably, I mean, yeah, most assuredly gets a land. There's already one in the graveyard. So it dies, that's fine. Putting creatures in the graveyard for my commander is what we're trying to do. Delny is not making anything unblockable. And all I can do is hope all they continue to do is play humans. I can also breach the multiverse first. It might actually just be better. It might be better. I'm not sure. I think I'll take the Delny trade too. Although Delny, again, it actually really isn't doing anything. Why do I care about Delny at all? I don't understand why I care about Delny. They haven't shown me a single, like, reason to care about it. As it stands, it actually isn't doing anything at all, so... okay. Other humans have ward, and then that thing. Yeah, this is crazy. My opponent's deck is, like, nuts. I like it. Am I dead if this is a bad hit? To be honest, I don't care. I'm casting it. Alright, so Shieldred, Overlord, probably Shieldred. Wait, what's in my opponent's graveyard? I should probably look. Jolly Balloon Man. I guess I'll take the thing that mills because this doesn't have any text on it. That's not true. It can eventually have text if I don't simply chump with it. Okay. I'm probably going to have to chump with it, though. Did I mill over... okay, Season of Loss is gone. I have 7 insects. Nothing has trample, and it's not lethal in play. Unless this does something I'm not, like, fully aware of. Exile? No, it doesn't. It doesn't even make human tokens. Target creature you control except it's a 1/1. Copying my commander with Balloon Man feels awesome. You most assuredly just swing out here. Why would you not swing all out? There's no reason to not swing all out. Okay. Weird. Oh my goodness, am I going to copy my commander? Is it going to happen? Nothing has trample. Alright, we're in there. We are in there. I can go crazy here. Opponent doesn't actually... Oh, they have Lightning Strike? How many... Exile any number cards. So they can Lightning Strike me effectively once. Oh, it's only as a sorcery. Why? Why? Chat, you're supposed to tell me. You're supposed to tell me these things. Okay. Well, sometimes you make mistakes. Whoops. I should know this too because it's one of my most successful YouTube videos. Okay, so rip the band-aid off. Please don't exile something phenomenal. For the sake of my mental health. Land, and Virtue. Virtue does not give trample. Still looking arguably very dead here. Alright, so we copy this. Keep the original. Make a bunch of insects. I have a ton of mana. What color is it? Choose a color so I can name black and do a massive meat hook massacre. Is this actually the dream? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. So I'll do this for 6. The dream? The dream? The dream. Please. There's no wait, I know about everything. There's nothing my opponent can do here. There's nothing my opponent can do. They can blow it up in response, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We do not care about that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 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 Oh, my life is actually complete. My life is actually complete. Oh, it's lethal too. 13 plus. Yeah, it's lethal. I don't have to kill their commander. I was about to say I'd probably have to kill their commander, but nope. It's just lethal. Oh man. Okay. Alright. That made up for the past 2 hours of losing. Mono, or not mono white, but red white humans. See, this is the difference between red white humans and red white Anim Pakal. You know, just saying. At least this has a... There's no trample, there's no exponential I win the game starting turn 2. It's just red-white creatures, which I have not seen anything like this before. It's I should look more into this, although, I don't know, it's hard to... It's just hard to get away with this, right? But I do like it in Quintarius. That's very neat. Very interesting. Not normally how you build that commander. Cool deck. Nice. Taking you with me. I don't know what that achievement is. Biggest meat hook you've ever seen? Yeah, I agree. It's the only meat hook I've ever seen, so we're both in the same boat with that. Oh, they thought I was going to Bolus's Citadel to sack permanents. Ha, joke's on you. Joke's on you, achievement. As someone who didn't witness the last 2 hours, this deck is great. Captain, however, cool. Glimpsicorp. Opponent's mulligating for Ragavan? Nope. Alright, Shieldred, you know what to do. Make my opponent very upset. Because that's all you're good for. It's a blue deck, so they have all those froggy things. This does stop cantrips and whatnot. Turn 3 Shieldred is always nice. Yeah, well, maybe not against this deck. But it could be. They don't seem to have any of the immediate lol I win answers to it. Oh, wait, what's this? They're mousing over it. Alright, nope, they don't have it. Alright. Looking pretty good. Can I swing with it? This is a sorcery. Is there any reason to commit this card to any of my opponent's current creatures? I would really like to kill their commander, but I also maybe can't expect that to work. I really should leave up my removal spell for their commander. But it doesn't currently work on a 4-mana card. Well, I'm always playing this. My opponent's sandbagging some kind of... I think it's a cantrip. But they didn't cast it on turn 1 for whatever reason. It doesn't make sense not to swing, right? That doesn't mean I'm the one committing the pressure. It would suck to not cast this now and then really wish I did. What does this evolve into? Combat damage, top card, play it. Alright, in order to just play Magic, I'm going to deal with one of these. And I should probably deal with the flyer that cares about things discarding and growing. Yeah, we're just going to deal with this one. It flies, and that's just annoying. Annoying enough for me. Oh, it's the bot. Possible ban evader. Yeah, you don't say. You know, actually, that one person who used to join every single stream of mine to sell me, like, weird stuff, they finally stopped doing it. It took 2.5 years. They were here every day for about 2.5 years. I know, that sounds kind of crazy. Always trying to sell something to me. Very strange. I think it was a troll, though, because when I called them out on it, they're like, alright. I'm like, can you stop scamming me? They're like, sure. And then they're there the next day, so it's probably just like a troll or whatever. Trying to get my Discord information, which is weird. I don't know. Yep. Alright, get wrecked. Turn 3 Shieldred, get wrecked. Get schmeated. Opponent also just did not cast their commander. They could have. Feel like it would have been maybe okay to do that, but they didn't. And they were sandbagging Burst Lightning. That game actually would have been twice as fast if they weren't sandbagging that 1 minute spell. It was like literally half the time of that game spent was just them sitting on a 1 minute spell they didn't cast. I mean, they ended up casting it, but they could have killed Shieldred, by the way, if they just double blocked and Burst Lightninged. But they chose not to. Opponent chose not to. Alright. Etali is a nightmare. Probably not as bad as Ketramos, just because it ignores you and wins the game by ramping or whatever. Just ramping away with it instead of playing this grindy Ketramos thing. They just do this on turn 4 or 5. Well, at least someone cast an interactive spell, and it was me. Wow. Talk about a one-trick pony. Let's get rid of this, because it's poop. Alright, Gonti. You know what to do. Why do you not see Shieldred in the command zone? I don't know the answer to that, actually. Couldn't answer that. I played it in the command zone once. I did. I have nothing to play. Tragic. Alright, can we cast the ramp spell this final turn? No, we cannot. Creature, please? Okay, at least that happened. At least that happened. So... 1, 2... Alright, well, there's nothing else to do, so... None of this solves the Etali question. Did not draw land, sounds about right. Here comes the smooth brain. It's Ren that doesn't matter, and Gulta that can matter if I don't draw a, what should I call it? Would I have done this? Yeah, no, I would have done that. I would have done that. So I need to draw basically one card. Can this find that card? Can't cast it anyways. Tragic. Yeah. Opponent says good game. Yeah. Okay. Real good game. If I had a sweeper, the game would continue. What do you mean good game? It wasn't even over. Opponent literally made 0 gameplay decisions. They made no decisions. Not a single choice. They made no gameplay decisions. Don't know if that constitutes a good game. Cast the glowing card in your hand. Alright. I could have at least plussed my Liliana. At least I had choices. I could have not cast the sweeper. That seems very stupid, though. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. But it was a choice. I like Gix here. I don't like Gix on the draw, but alright. Can't always have it. Opponent did not cast their commander. I draw 1 drop on turn 2. Yep, that makes sense. Let's go get a forest. Accidentally take a damage. Well, it's not an accident, but... So next turn, these 2? Or these 2? I don't know. Probably always Gix. And then Green, that there. Druid, black. Okay, Roxanne, whoop-de-doo. Okay, this is magic. Phyrexian Unlife deck. Looming in every time you see the deck lists. Alright, wait a minute. That's trade secrets. Trade secrets. The deck I used to win in to get daily wins. Can't reveal my secrets. Yeah, we're gonna just... It doesn't matter. I can actually swing here, which is surprising. No way you block with Roxanne. That's insane. Well, I mean, you have Kymil. Maybe it's not insane. Maybe it's not insane. If this Kymil doesn't do anything ridiculous, I think I'm oddly okay. It seems weird. Smuggler's Surprise. What? Okay. So we can do it for 2. And I think I will. So we're going to do that. We're going to do it for 2. You play a land destruction deck? I'm not a fan of land destruction in Historic. I assume they're going to pay 6 life. I mean... Suppose I'm going to do the same. Alright, well. Meat hooks in play and it's doing stuff. But they have this Smuggler Surprise, I mean... A little concerning. Finality counters don't really work too well with my commander. Palani's what? Hatcher? Source you control would deal damage. Deals triple. What just happened? My opponent just high-rolled... My opponent just high-rolled, milling the win off the top. Okay. You got it. Silly meat. Alright. I guess I'll play one game of it. I think I'm in bronze still. I try to stay at a low rank so I can, like... The unlife is financing your whole, whole magic thing, yeah. Pretty much. Let's just hope it's not mill. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, wait. Okay, that might not be mill. Looks like Psychic Frog. Opponent is deeply confused, hopefully. Looks like, sort of, kind of. Yep. There's cards in this deck that are very good against me, though. I think, if it is what I think it is. It might not be. Could be some other random thing. Let's play the one they know about. Phyrexian Arena is very strange. I don't think I've seen that in Historic. What's my opponent's win condition? It has to be Psychic Frog, right? Alright. Shieldred's not going to cut it. But, certainly a thing. So, blue-black struggles to deal with enchantments. They could run bounce spells, but not very likely. Tamiyo also doesn't do it. Unstoppable Slasher doesn't do it. This is a weird deck. Mono rares? Mono rares. Alright. Do we get a book? We do get a book. Cool. I will not do anything else. Shift enter, because I don't want to activate Univolt for no reason. Tamiyo flipping is funny. Picking up Thoughtseize is annoying. I wonder if they do pick up Thoughtseize. I feel like racing to the ultimate is what my opponent's super interested in. So I assume they're not going to do that. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, they can't. It's a -3. Never mind. You can't do it anyways. Alright, so they can have counter spells, which would suck. But I'm not here to play around them. Oh, they do have counter spells. Apparently negating that is worth it. I feel as though that's not what I would have done. Interesting. Let's get... I can... Surgical to pick up information. And no other card is actually any good here. Tragic. Really? Yikes. Okay, Surgical it is. And I'll stop the Tamiyo Season Scholar. Alright. Well, shields are down, but I mean, that's what our deck does. Now we see if they have an answer. And it looks like they do. They have Feed the Swarm. Alright. That makes sense. I haven't seen a Feed the Swarm in like a year. Alright, pit me against the Feed the Swarm player. But yeah, that's what the deck is. That's what it is. I didn't get the 2-mana Shroud enchantment that would have protected me. Feed the Swarm. I don't get that one. I legitimately have not seen Feed the Swarm. It's probably because I'm streaming. That my blue-black opponents suddenly just like spawn answers into their deck. Where they almost always never have an answer as a blue-black deck. Because they don't run any bounce spells. And Feed the Swarm. And what's the other one? Invoke Despair? That one used to be a problem, but no one plays it anymore. Oh, whoops, I queued the deck again. I wanted to queue more Commander games. What have you done to me? No green. No green. It's probably okay. Let's put that away. Writhing Torment. Yeah, that's the... Is that the Edict one? Or is that just the 3-mana one? I think that's just the 3-mana one. A Johnny's Pride Mate. Oh, that's not a Johnny's Pride Mate. Alright, so Mono White Angels has... What's that card called? Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, 3-mana, 2 life. Alright. I don't think Surgical's gonna do anything here. It might be a while till I even get to target anything. Oh no! Oh no, they're playing the book. Oh, shoot. I have no recourse for that. Shoot. Right? Okay. My best bet is my opponent is not aware that surgical doesn't actually stop it. Surgical prevents the counter from being applied from book, but the ability of the book still works. I have to play Unlife here, or I'm dead. Alright. I don't have Needle, and I'm just dodging Skyclave Apparition. Which, so, I mean, they have Book, so they probably don't also have Skyclave. I drew it. I drew it and they didn't activate. I actually drew it. No way. Yes! Yes! I didn't even have to show them. I didn't have to show them. They didn't know. That's funny. So this happens a lot too. I've seen this a couple times. People are not aware that the divinity... What is it called? Enlighten counter has nothing to do with the ability. So you put the thing on one of your angels and then it still... This still works on the angel. Now, I have answers in my sideboard to an angel. They don't seem to have Mutavault, so it's just actually putting it on a creature that I can kill. So it's not actually the end-all, be-all. But if my opponent wanted to play the long game with no Skyclave Apparition in their deck, or the Ajani that blows up artifacts and creatures, they could also have Ajani, which could blow this up. But assuming they don't, I could just Pithing Needle this. But didn't have to. Get Schmied. The only point that matters. What? What is that? Win with a game with one life or less. Greatness. Oh, greatness. Oh, it just auto-equip. All right. My emotes are a jumbled mess. Alright, back to suffering for like another 15 minutes. Yep, look at that. Look at that. You gave us an achievement. You did the thing. Kaimil is dummy huge, but I have to actually cast it. For some reason, it's not uncounterable itself. So, tragic. Alright, looks like there's burst lightning. Okay. Surprised for any reason they wanted to kill that. I will take it. Cavernous Souls can't name stuff. Okay. What is happening? Someone want to explain why this is a thing right now? Cool. Yeah, nice triple burn spell. Full of talent. Full of talent off of your single mountain. Against a deck that has a bunch of creatures in it. Yep. Full of talent. So this one is green and then black? Not black and then green. Shieldred here is pretty... that's one of the cards I would not have liked to see. So what do? Do I blow this up? No way is that right. I feel like that's just... That can't be right. It just can't be right. Honestly, we probably just lose if they cast a sweeper. I'm just going to run this out. I can't stop a sweeper. I can't play around it either. I think I should Maelstrom Pulse this Arcane Signet. Oh, that's so ugly. That's probably too ugly. Opponent is struggling to think. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Man, don't you just love when your opponent takes 600 years for no reason, and then you lose to the sweeper you're talking about turn 0? Now that has to make justifying saying waste of my time, like, actually valid. My opponent genuinely just wasted, like, 5 minutes of my time for no reason. Thinking if they wanted to do something. Like activate their manland for no reason. Ay, ay, ay. I'm actually playing a ton of rares and mythics too. There's like there's not a lot of room for other things. I mean, even if it was historic, that wouldn't make it any better. It'd probably make it worse, honestly. I think this commander would be worse in the historic role. Yeesh. It doesn't really gain anything in historic. Like, there's better milling, but milling is not the problem. But yeah, you can mill yourself better in historic. That is almost certain. I will keep lands, actually. That's an interesting commander. I don't know if I've played against it before. At least I don't remember. Can it beat Nissa? Probably. What does this do? For each forest you control. Oh, okay. Oh, look what's online. Look what's online. Do I play that instead of Ashnod, though? Probably. Feral Encounter? Okay. Can it put a counter on itself? Okay. Everything's lining up very nicely for the opponent. Let's get rid of this thing. How many lands? 1. I can make it 2 for this, which still feels absolutely terrible, so... They chose that instead of their commander. That's really weird. I feel like I'm absolutely... Huh. Alright, so minus 2ing is kind of not great. I think I'm gonna plus Liliana to put this in the graveyard. Nothing has trample. And what does this do? I'm gonna want to deal with that then. I can deal with the Overlord too, actually. No, I just want to deal with this. I can take care of what's currently in play. As long as it doesn't have trample. Yeah, nothing has trample, so... The Liliana ultimate is a thing that can happen. I could just keep racking up the forests, too. Wait, is there an enchantment? Oh, it's the Overlord. No, I'm gonna just make tokens. Overlord making a land is not... That doesn't matter. Alright, so we lose our whole graveyard to the top deck Graveyard Hate in mono green. So my commander will never again do anything. I have some pretty good outs. Wait, what? Is this a mistake? This certainly feels like a mistake to me. Maybe it isn't. Just a bit surprised to see that. No, alright, I guess it makes sense. Oh, come on! Now I draw that. Oh, that's so bad. Yikes. I think I'm gonna plus still. There's no real reason to... Yeah, no. We can just stick to our guns here. I can naturalize their creatures, but I just don't see a reason to. Opponent plots a Trailblazer. Okay. Do they even have a good attack? Apparently my opponent thinks they do. Let's block that with 9. Can do 10. Could just do this. And this. Okay. They didn't eat anything. I'm gonna race to the ultimate. It forces the blast zone, and that's okay with me. Because then it's not blasting anything more concerning. Is it only 3 or is it 3 and down? Each not only permanent advantage. Alright, it's 3 exactly. My opponent top decked a naturalize when I have turned all creatures into artifacts. That is, not good. Opponent, you have to activate the blast zone. What are you doing? Okay, my opponent just didn't activate blast zone. I don't know if that was a mistake or... Okie dokie. Yeah, oops. They wanted to do that? I don't know. I mean, they even set it up. It's like they completely forgot. It's like they just completely and utterly forgot they could do that. They could also blow this to kill my... one of these. They could kill this with sacrificing the thing, which probably is the best. Just blow this here. Sack that to the ward. They don't have a too good of an attack, but yeah, they wanted to crack the blast zone. Because they didn't, I probably... Oh, I have lethal. I have lethal here, right? 21... 26? Yeah, they're just dead, so I have to separate creatures and lands, and they have to keep lands to continue, and then the game's just over from that point. If they did crack the blast zone, I only lose my Liliana, and the game continues, and I think it's favoring me because I do have Nissa, like it's still a thing happening, and it's just doing things still. So... I'm probably favored. I didn't really draw anything this turn, though. Interesting game. Didn't look too good at the beginning there. Really didn't. Did not look too good. Oh, man. It's funny. I played it a lot. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I could have played this card. I didn't own one when I started the stream, but I could have played this. I don't know if it's that good. It's like the Crater Hoof of my deck, but if I have a bunch of saplings, a bunch of insects, it's kind of cool. I don't know. I mean, this is really one of the only commanders that really likes it from the set, so maybe it would have gone in here, but I didn't own it at the start. Couldn't have played it. Hello, Unknown. You just caught us at the bitter and utter end of the stream. Alright. So, this commander does do what it wants to do, right? At the start, it really didn't, but then I started to actually put more creatures in my deck, so I could sort of do it. Some of the cards from the new set that I was trying to play were just terrible. They don't work. I really did not want to play mono removal, or just what mono black's always doing, which is Phyrexian Arena, all that jazz, Liliana. I mean, I had some of those cards in here, but what it's doing is not good enough for standard, and you can mill more efficiently in historic, and there's slightly better things to do in black and stuff, right? Not slightly, rather significantly better things to do in black, in historic, in mill and all that jazz, but your opponents are categorically more powerful in historic, right? So again, just like the other ones, you get a bit stronger, but everyone else gets a lot stronger. So that's a huge problem. This commander in standard has to play against Ketramos a lot, which means you just can't play this, right? You just can't play it. Ketramos exiles things, so your creature's going to exile. Well, you're not making an insect now because it's exiled. And Ketramos exiles graveyards. So not only is your board state being exiled, your graveyard's being exiled. So you're never getting insects. And this costs 6. So you're never, ever going to make an insect when you play against Ketramos. Period. Ketramos is probably unbeatable. Fundamentally, I had a game where I flipped the growing rights on turn 3 and had this on turn 4 with like 2 bugs or something nasty like that. It was the most insane thing I've ever had against Ketramos. Didn't matter. They can cast board wipes. Ketramos does not get destroyed by board wipes because for some reason it's indestructible on top of everything. And they can just start to exile the graveyard. So when I go to recast this, which at that point is probably never going to happen, it won't have any insects. So like the best case scenario from what I was able to do wasn't good enough. I would need like Liliana on turn 2 and need it to ultimate, and that probably still wouldn't get me there, honestly, in the long run, because we don't have an over-the-top win. We only have, sort of grind them down, and you can't outgrind Ketramos. You literally can't. It's on par with, like, Oko. It's like Uro. You can't outgrind Ketramos, and they have a Ketramos every game because it's in the command zone, right? So you just can't play against it. I started to auto-concede to it. I don't like doing that. I really don't like auto-conceding against things. It's kind of like fishing for content, and I don't like doing that. But I played against Ketramos genuinely like 3 times, and all 3 games, no matter how fast I was, irrelevant. Discard, irrelevant. Edicts, irrelevant. I can't run Frogifies or anything. It's just unwinnable. And because Ketramos is everywhere, I would recommend you concede to it automatically and move on with your life if you want to play this commander. The rest of the standard situation is still problematic for this commander. It's hard to get insects in play and then have your commander stay alive while also having, it grow to any sizable portion and then have that do anything. If this was, like, if you get hit by a board wipe, you at least drain them for however many insects you had at the time, and that's a pretty nice plus, I'd say. That's a nice plus. The 3 tree city with insects is okay. That's alright. But milling yourself, especially with Ketramos everywhere, is a problem when I started to see graveyard hate in every deck. Because everyone's trying to, like, stop Ketramos, it seems. Maybe this is just anecdotal, just like little... I actually played this for quite a while. I played this longer than I play other commanders. I saw graveyard hate from everybody. There was a goblin player, mono-red goblins, like Krenko, that was playing Ghost Vacuum. Everyone's trying to, like, stop Ketramos from drawing cards or something. Now, I know Ghost Vacuum can reset your goblins at 6 mana. I don't think you... But if you want to stop Ketramos the graveyard hate, I suppose that's the way to go. You don't want to exile things on their turn, because they draw anyways. And once 6 things are in exile, or 7 things or whatever, Ketramos can actually just begin to attack you. So attacking graveyards isn't even all that good against Ketramos, which is... It's just such an egregious card. It really is. It's kind of stomping out the standard enjoying... My enjoyment of the format is getting stomped out by Ketramos. And, I'm talking more about Ketramos than I am this commander, because Ketramos is a stonewall. It's a complete and utter stonewall to over half of my cards on its own, just sitting there, right? It's just like you see it and you're like, wow, I can't play anything. I just can't do anything. So this just doesn't function. It just does not function in standard unless you concede to like half your opponents. And in historic, where Ketramos might not be an issue, I don't actually know. But in historic, again, everyone else, now you have to deal with mana drains. You got to deal with dark rituals, black market connections, turn 1, necropotence, all that jazz. You got to deal with all the really, really powerful things that, for the most part, don't even care about the command zone. So even if you are against lower power commanders, the opener can still have Dark Ritual 3-drop, and you can still just lose turn 1. And that you get Dark Ritual, but you're not casting this turn 1, right? you're not going there with turn 1. So I would make the argument that this doesn't really function too well in Historic. It had a very solid curve, right? At least, well, near the end, how it ended up panning out. It has a nice curve to it, right? It 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like it curves out pretty nicely, so that was nice. Oh yeah, bigness is really, really good for sure. I agree. Yeah, thisness is very good. If you want to play mono green, I mean, just play this. It's still one of the most successful commanders in Historic for me because people don't like to kill your mana dorks. At least your third mana dork, if they don't have a sweeper. So your mana dorks are suddenly a huge problem if all you've been doing is playing forests and mana dorks, and then you just play this, and all of a sudden they're all like 10/10 tramplers. So Nissa's just very, very good in that regard there. It's not the best, probably not as good as it was when I first started playing it, but it's still pretty good. In Standard, I don't think so. I don't think the mana dork support is quite there for this, but it's alright. Natural Eye spamming is very relevant. It is relevant. Meat Hook Massacre was cool. Finality counters, fortunately, did not like burden me because the finality counter on a creature recurring is more powerful than the insect that I would get having the creature stay in my graveyard. So like this is just fine. There was another card that was similar to that. Was it Virtue? Yeah, Virtue and Portal, right? Reanimating your creatures makes less insects, but these cards are more powerful than my commander. I didn't really want to play Portal, but I just felt like after losing for an hour straight at the start, I needed to start playing the cards that are actually good because this just wasn't functioning. But this is just more powerful than your commander. Virtue is more powerful than your commander. I don't have a lot of good Breach hits. It's mostly just to mill a bunch of cards, so I have things to make insects with, but it doesn't. It's not there. It's just not there. It's not there. I will say, I do kind of like the Golgari graveyard strategy. It's pretty fun. It just doesn't really work right now. Maybe 2 years ago. That might not even be true. Maybe like Grist is okay. This most certainly to me is not. It's like Azuni or Izoni, whatever that other Golgari 6-drop was back in the War of the Spark or something like that. Ravnica's. It's kind of like that. This might actually be a little bit better than that. The original one, not the. I think Azoni has 2 cards. The older one. But yeah, the Golgari milling thing is fun. It's just that strategy, even when you're doing it, is not good enough because whatever your opponent is doing is most assuredly better, right? Atali ramping is better than you milling 5 creatures and making 5 bugs. And then, I already said everything I need to say about Ketramos. But yeah, so can't recommend it. I cannot in any way, shape, or form recommend this commander. I've only seen it once, played against me, and that one game, it looked like it was going to win. I think it's actually one of my videos, the game. It looked like my opponent conceded a bit early. They might have actually been able to win that game had they kept playing it out, but who knows? Maybe they were just so used to losing that they're like, no, I'm not ahead immediately. Let me concede. I don't know. But yeah, I can't recommend, so let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Totally agree with me. Phyrexia, Nissa Walker. Yeah. Yep. Nope. That's it. That is it. That's all I've got for you. I'll play a closing game of my Exalted deck, and then we're done. I'll close it out with this. Win or lose. Oh, my back. Win or lose. Hopefully it's not one of those games where my opponent doesn't concede, but they don't have lethal. That happens a lot. People don't concede to the combo, and they'll just play 65 turns in it takes 30 minutes. But that's okay, because when I play this, I'll just put it on a different monitor and just hold down the enter key. Just like play this deck. It autopilots itself really after you get the combo. And that's alright with me. Because I don't actually have to pay attention. And it's my opponent's time to waste. Some people will full stop genuinely like waste 45 minutes. Not 30 minutes, not 15. People will waste like 45 minutes not conceding to the Solemnity 9 lives combo. Alright, look at that. Alright, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. I'll play a different game. Is that someone who doesn't want a mulligan? Do they recognize my name in bronze? Probably not. I'll play another one. Alright. I will do my combo faster than you. What formats? Historic? I wouldn't say that's how standard is. Standard Brawl? EDH, Singleton kind of formats in general just sort of go, you know, you win usually with a giant snowballing turn, just like normal EDH. Everyone's doing their thing, and then someone just snowballed into turn 1. Playing Magic Online, or Cockatrice, playing EDH with people is like, no mass land destruction, no infinite. It's like, okay, I'll just play a bunch of creatures in Craterhoof. And I was like, I said no infinite. It's like, I cast Craterhoof. Like, the EDH game has to end somehow. It's not going to end with perfect chip damage. Like, we can't just poke each other for 3, 2, take 4. Like, someone's going to snowball out of control and win a game. You can't, like, Tooth and Nail is not a snowball card. It's just like, I got to 9 mana, I win the game. People are weird. People are weird, chat. People are weird. Alright, so we need to find... Oh, shoot. Shoot. That's tragic. Okay. I guess I'm playing this then. Alright. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh's like a clown show of a game. I've never got into Yu-Gi-Oh! I have my old Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards from when I was a wee lad. So, play this, play that, put a stop. And this looks like the deck the kind of deck that would have Skyclave, unfortunately. Not much I can do about that, though. Except have them not draw it. Take 8. Which is notably less than what would commit deadness. I don't really know if all formats are like... Modern doesn't feel like a combo... Modern feels like grindy 3-drops right now. Alright, so we're just dodging Skyclave Apparition. Which they A, have to be running, and B, have to have it in hand. Alright, they don't have it. The game continues. Until either my opponent realizes they can't kill me, or they come to some weird conclusion. But yeah, I don't think Modern is about combos. Yeah, no, I don't really agree that most formats are against, or about combo. Oh, wait, let me play my land first. See if I can't get one of those. Oh, I didn't get it. Eesh. Tragic. Alright. Is, what else? Yeah, no, Legacy isn't really about that either. I'm just gonna send it I'm not going to go get the hexproof. If my opponent top decks an answer, just save us from 10 years of them swinging. But I'm just going to bank on them not drawing it for a turn. But it would have been right to grab the hexproof card. Or shroud card. Yeah, I would play Pauper. I'd play Pauper at that point. Like, I'd play Pauper with my friends in person, and that's just really fun, you know? Takes us back to where games, you know, last more than 10 turns, and everyone's got, like, you know, sort of increment advantages. Player decision is more relevant. I think Pauper is a very good format. I think it's a very good format. It does everything I want to be doing in the Magic the Gathering. And I love it for all of its glory. Let's plot. Yeah, Pauper will never come to Arena. They don't make any money. No money. Opponent's reading my enchantments. They did! They had it! They actually had it! It was just a turn too slow. Wow, that's so funny. It was a turn too slow. They actually had answers. Oh, my opponent had answers. That is so funny. That is so funny. I love it. They actually had answers. This is an older deck. Or at least it looks like it is. I don't know. Oh, man, this game is odd. A weird game so far, huh? Weird lineup of cards. Surgical doesn't do anything. Honestly, literally none of these do anything. I suppose I'll just take another book for no reason. Alright. I can go get another Solemnity. Doesn't do anything, but... So do they have Demolition Field? No, that would have been the other one. What's the other one? Field of Ruin, because the cards my opponent are playing are from, like, that era. Yeah, Fountain of Renewal. I think Field of Ruin was around at that point. Yeah, no, that's it. This is it. This is the deck. I won until my opponent realizes they can't win. That's it. We just chill. No reason to play win more cards. You just maximize efficiency for getting the combo out, and then win from there. There's no reason to do anything else. They are putting counters on things, because Solemnity is gone. Doesn't matter. Alright, so we can Masterminds a win condition if we want to be boring. Guess I will. Revenge is attacks. Can we make them lose enough life with Revenge? No, there's no way. Alright, let's take Approach. Or Approach Gaming. Most people concede when you get to higher ranks, but like Bronze and Silver, some people just like don't concede. They could be just completing a quest, but mostly they either concede immediately or they like play it out until, I don't know. People like seeing big damage numbers, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't do anything. In fact, them getting rid of the combo speeds up the animation. When you have both Phyrexian Unlife and Solemnity, it actually slows down animation to the point where you can force a draw. So if they have like 200 creatures, if they made infinite angels or just an angel every turn, eventually the animation delay would start skipping my turns, and then it would like rope me out. I have indeed had that happen before. It's usually against goblins with Cranko where that happens. The Mastermind's acquisition does speed it up, but if it was only sideboard like Wish, I wouldn't run it. But it can get a card out of my actual library, so seems worth it. However, it's still probably wrong because it costs 4, and at that point, if I don't have the combo, I'm probably dead. So this is fundamentally probably wrong to play. Probably. I would make the argument. Why did that attack look weird? Oh, they didn't swing at the speaker. Okay. Too many 1/1 counters also starts lagging the game. Things only Phyrexian Unlife players know. The nuances and the mechanics of the game. You don't want to hear something crazy? I played against the one time I played against a developer, like someone with an orange name on the top left, like their name was orange. It was a Magic Arena dev. They played it out. They played this out all the way until they had so many tokens the game forced a draw by roping us both out infinitely because the attack animation was too slow. A dev of Magic Arena decided opponent, keep your life at 69. What are you doing? Lame. Why are you not swinging with the An arena dev played it out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright. No, they can blow up the land. Yeah, they can blow up the land. If they had Field of Ruin. That's why I brought it up. If they had it, it would work. Yeah, he's gonna get all the life gain quests done in one game. I don't know why... Oh! We're done. We're done swinging. We're done swinging, chat. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Oh! We're done swinging completely? What is this? People are weird, I'm telling you. People are weird. People are strange. They just, like, randomly choose to do... Sometimes they'll go back to swinging. They'll just, like, go back to swinging. Like, alright, I want to swing some more again. Like, okay. Yep. I'm only at -1. This 250... It's almost at the point integer overflow at 255. Opponent knows if they put me over to go back to 1 and I'll actually gain life. Alright. Get schmeeded. I will play this so they can't activate Heliod in response. So I'm forcing out the win. Alright, so this is how it's going to go. We're going to name Heliod. And then we're going to cycle this. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So they can't do anything in response. Yeah, there we go. They can't scoop before I get to cast it. Alright. Love it. So yeah, no Field of Ruin. I mean, you can pick up information from random spots. Oh shoot, I don't want to be silver. I like staying in bronze. Yeah, they're playing the Conspiracy Land. They're playing Fountain of... You can just sort of parse out what your opponent is going to have in their deck. Like, they probably only have Skyclave Apparition, but because then we saw Banishing Light, that's probably not even true anyways. This is a weird one. This is very straightforward. This looks like a deck that's old, but has incorporated, like, slightly newer cards. The Fountain of Renewal is nuts. It's very weird. I don't even know why these are in here. Party of None. We got an achievement. How much life do you have to gain for, like, the life gain achievement? Is it all in one game? Because I guess that would be a little annoying. Oh, it's an advanced achievement. Win the game without casting a creature? No way. Alright, let's go into the White Mastery. Which one is it? Reach a life total of 50 or greater. Alright, easy enough. Other tiers of this? Gain 777 life. Okay. That one just sort of happens slowly, like automatically, though. 400 creatures. Jeez. Oh, wait, I'm almost done with that one. Alright, never mind. Again, not as crazy as it seems. Cast 9 legendary spells over the course of a single game. I should start making YouTube videos of these. I don't want to do that, though. I kind of, like, don't actually want to do that. Please don't make me do that. Recommend it. What are milestones? Craft cards with wild cards. Okay, well, I mean, I could just craft 250 uncommons. Could get the crafty title. Is that the title or is that an emote? That's an emote. No, that's a title. Oh, I want it. I want it. Should I do it? Should I craft 250 uncommons? Call myself crafty. Play 5,000 games? Oh, if only it was retroactive. Magus of the Arena. That's when you know you're playing against a streamer, when you see that one. Or someone who plays at work on their phone all day. Complete 52 midweeks, so that's just a whole year. Okay. 450 games. Well, I'm sure to get that one. That one's gonna happen. I mean, I'm already like at 80. Magus in the Arena is absurd. Yeah, I mean, you have to do the whole thing, right? You have to do all 17 milestones. Honestly, set completionist. Is set completionist the only one that's crazy? Oh, you have to get to Mythic. Okay, some people are never going to ever get to Mythic. Some people are never going to get. Should I grind out a Mythic season? Should I just, like, pump that out? I haven't done that in 5 years. I used to get Mythic every month. I don't have any of the sweaty tier 1 decks, though, currently, so I'd have to slowly amass currency to get one, or just burn like $60 in Magic Arena. I just don't see myself doing that. This one might not ever happen again to me. It's been like 5.5, 6 years since I've done this. The 5,000 game one, that's just going to happen over time. You can't really force that one. You can concede automatically. So you could just concede 5,000 times. I don't know, that's just whatever. But yeah, Mythic's probably not super obtainable for most people. This one, to me, might not be attainable for me personally. And this one's free, actually. Yeah, it really is. Honestly, this isn't actually that crazy. All things considered, this really isn't that crazy. It's just the Mythic one. If you're the type of person to do this, and most people are not even close to interested in doing this, right? Like, there's probably roughly, say, 10,000 players of the however many play Magic Arena. Maybe, like, maybe over 1 million. I don't know. So, like, that would be the stopping point. But if I did grind out Mythic, I'd probably play some Psychic Frog kind of stuff. Phyrexian Unlife doesn't really work at, like, Diamond, Platinum, because people, like, are better at the game and they know what to do and play against, and yeah, just play a couple games and hop off. Yeah, That's what I do. That's what I do too. It's something to think about, though. That would probably be something I wouldn't stream all the way to Mythic. I don't know if I'd stream that. I don't know. There'd be certainly a lot of complaining. I'd be doing a lot of complaining. I'd probably play best of 3 with sideboards as well, like I used to when I climbed to Mythic, and probably play some sort of control deck, if not Psychic Frog. What are the... What is the meta? And I don't even know the meta. I don't even know the meta. It might be best to just do it in Standard. Just do it in Standard. Screw it. I don't know. Alright, I'm done. I'm done, though. Alright. I will see you guys the next time I stream. Yep. Alright, see you. GG's. Was fun. GG's. See you guys next time. Have a good night.